What's going on, folks? It's your boy KC for Air Wrestling Takes here to give you my honest review on today's episode 11/25/2020. Let's go ahead and dissect this. So we open the show with Hangman Page, and he went against Dark Order's John Silver. Now let me tell y'all something. I told you, John Silver is a great wrestler. Dude might be a comedy act, but dude is a great wrestler. This match was a great opener. Um, Hangman really treated Silver like he was a joke. He didn't take him serious, and sometimes with the way how Silver wrestles, yeah, Silver knows he's a comedy act, but when he goes out there and he wants to give you a classic, he'll do so. And the fact that every time these two would go at it, Silver would always get over on Hangman. Hangman would really not even take him serious because you can still see Hangman is distraught. He's distraught that everybody in his crew is winning and he's been losing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, what's the point now? There's a storyline brewing between him and the Dark Order. Now the Dark Order, basically, they want him to join. He's playing games as if he doesn't want to join. I don't know where they're going with this, but anyway, um, like I said, he really acted like he didn't want to be in this match, but Silver actually pushed him to the limit to where he said, "Okay, man, like this dude, like Silver really had this match won. Like it was a couple of times where he did certain moves on him, and boom, she got him, and then he kicked out. And then then Hangman thought, okay, let me go ahead and do my clothesline and all that. It wasn't enough. Silver just kept kicking out, and he was hanging with the man, doing what he had to do, but it just wasn't enough. Hangman Page gets the victory. So after that, all the members of the Dark Order come out, minus Brody Lee. And Evil Uno basically says, look, hey man, we understand exactly where you is. We're in the same predicament, you know, and as you know about this crew has nothing but outlaws in it. And we see that that's the same style that you run. So you know, if you know what to do, if you really want to get down with us, you know who to call. So that segment, that's how it ends. So in the back, we got Alex Marvez, and he's talking to Kenny Omega about the contract signing. Kenny Omega pretty much basically says that at this point, not Hangman, John Moxley does not want none. He basically says that that promo we cut talking about his father was great, but he pretty much said that his father was worthless. He pretty much said that his dad would kick his dad's butt, and he also said that when we have our wrestling match, he said don't come in there with all the gimmicks. He said this ain't a gimmick match. He said you supposed to be the best. He said I'm gonna show you why I am the best, and I will take that AEW title off of you next week on December the 2nd. So like I said, great promo from him. So next we get a little vignette from the TNT champion Darby Allin. I always got some on fire. So he had the car that he drove that his stunt double. That's what it was. It was a stunt double. Stunt double that drove out there at all not all out full gear. He had the car on fire, burning up. So that was it, the little vignette. So next, second match of the night, we get. He's now no longer going by Will Hobbs. He's going by Powerhouse Hobbs because as we all know, he's turned heel. So everybody wanted to know who is he facing. When I saw who was in the ring, I said, oh. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. AEW is getting on my nerves about my man Big Short Lee. Big Short Lee is 0-16. This dude has been a rider for AEW for a minute. Dude can wrestle. Young man can go. But this young man is 0-16. Will Hobbs ate this boy up for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Will Hobbs didn't. He showed this young man no mercy. And the fact that these two used to be homies. And Will Hobbs basically annihilated that man. It wasn't even a match, y'all. It wasn't. This was just a beat down. This was a beat down. Wheelhouse gets the victory, and now Big Show to Lee is 0-17. So after that, Taz comes to the ring, cuts the promo, basically saying why they knew that with Wheelhouse joining them, that him and his crew is unstoppable. Ain't nobody can stop him. So the one thing I do like about Wheelhouse actually going heel, that he is playing this role. He doesn't have to say anything because he know he got Taz to be doing all this talking. He's playing the role with his look. He has that sinister look, that evil look. Like, I don't give a crap. You in my way, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you. Like, that's just how he has that look, and I give him that much. I give him that. Still don't know where we're going with this, but I like I said, he's playing the evil role to where he's supposed to be. That's his role. His role is, I come in the ring, I beat the brakes off of you, I bounce. Cause he the muscle. That's what he is. He's the third muscle. You got Ricky Starks, you got Brian Cage, who is the FTW champion, and now we're Powerhouse Hobbs. So as he walks to the back, Taz is blabbering off in the mouth, basically saying, why isn't the FTW title treated as a series title like the rest of the titles? And he was going in, talking all this stuff, and as he was talking and complaining, his mic got cut. They cut his mic. So then he yells over to Justin Roberts, said, Justin, give me your mic. And he gets the mic, and he says this. This was the line. He said, hey, so what you gonna do? You're gonna say, well, since I'm just here just to be here, we really don't have any kind of creative ideas. This man is going off on, like, this is like backstage stuff being presented on TV. And he basically said, well, look, what you gonna be saying? Better wish you the best in your future endeavors or something like that. Well, he was calling for anybody in the back that was a part of management. Tony's name got called out. Somebody else's name got called out. Then Cody just comes walking out the woodwork, says, I am a part of management. And he started saying something, all this stuff. But just the crazy part, Cody Rhodes brought up some personal stuff about Taz that didn't nobody know about. Well, apparently Taz's son is working at AEW now. And apparently he's training under Cody Rhodes. And he said, well, with your son being here, why the heck is he not training with you, but he's training with me? And that hurted Taz. Taz got offended, and what did he do? He put him in that submission hold that he always used to do everybody. And so Taz left the building after that. So, you know what? This whole thing it's like, it's personal, it's surreal. It's like, man, like, what are they doing with this? You know what I mean? But it's keeping you intrigued. That's what I do like. They're keeping you intrigued with it. So, kudos to them. Next thing you know, Eddie Kingston is talking to Alex Marvez, talking about how he's disappointed in the Lucha Bros leaving the family. But he said it is what it is. He said, my boys, the Butcher and the Blade, gonna take care of Poop, Pot, whatever, Pimple Place. He called them all kind of names. So he was referencing to the main event, which was Ray Phoenix and Pac versus the Butcher and the Blade. So as he's trying to cut his promo, John Moxley just walks up to him and he flips his head backwards, and they just stare each other down. And Eddie Kingston looks at him and said, now, bro, you already know. You know dang well that wasn't me. He said, I already got other crap I'm dealing with, right? Why the heck would I even come to? Why would I even do that to you? He said, you know exactly who that was that did that. You know. He said, you gonna handle your business. And so he walked off. So now we got the next match, which was the tag team match. Now, y'all, I was expecting Top Flight to win this match. I really was. These boys are good. These young men are a great add-on for the AEW tag team division. I was expecting them to win. This match was great. THQ gets the victory. I was like, why? I said, come on, y'all. I don't know what it is, man. I told you, man. Look, I don't know, man. When I see us on the show, man, it's like you want to see us win, but you already know. It's like they lost again, man. So after they lost the match, THQ started beating the brakes off of them, and then Young Bucks came out to try to come and save the day. So so we don't know where that's going. So right there, they run to the back and they show Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose cutting a promo talking about Brandy Rose. Well, apparently the Jada chick is down with them, so she didn't join her allegiance with them. I don't know why she did that, but so apparently we're getting ready to have a three-way with them. I don't know what's going on, but that's what it's looking like. It's gonna be Brandy, Red Velvet, and Big Swole versus the three of them. I guess I don't know, but uh, let's see where that goes. So then we cut to FTR, and the FTR is back. They talked about how the Young Bucks is right now they're the best tag team on AEW, but they said that we getting them titles back, regardless of what we have to do, we taking them titles back. And Tully Blanchard said it. He said FTR will become two-time AEW tag team champs, and they threw up their logo, which is the three fingers or whatever. So now we get SCU, Frankie Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels taking on Chris Jericho and Hager in the Inner Circle. Well, the whole Inner Circle, the new regime, and they got a new logo, which is look like the Dark Order logo with a red line going through it. But this is the new regime: Warlow, MJF, Proud and Powerful, Sammy, Hager, Jericho. That's the team. They stacked. Inner Circle got a whole bunch of cats in it. So this match was actually a decent tag team match. It was a good tag team match. There was a whole lot of mess going on outside the ring. MJF and Warlow was basically playing the cool while everybody else was actually getting involved and hopping in, and they was hassling Frankie Kazarian one minute, then they hassling um, Christopher Daniels on the next, and they was cheating their behinds off the whole time. Arby, they be doing everything they can to distract her. She be trying to pay attention to what's going on, but they just do everything to keep her from seeing what's going on. So as the match is continuing, I mean, they doing everything. They cheating their behinds off. Well, finally, MJF and Warlow get involved, and MJF pops out the woodwork and whacks Christopher. I think it was Christopher Daniels. He whacked with it. Christopher Daniels from he whacked one of them with the ring, and Jericho does the Judas effect, get the 1, 2, 3. Well, after the match, Frankie Kazarian goes over to MJF and busts him in the jaw. Like you see, I mean, the man was literally bleeding. He knocked him out. So then, Inner Circle just started to beat the brakes off of the both of them. But then who comes out the woodwork? Scorpion Sky. Scorpion Sky comes out the woodwork with a chair and runs everybody off. But apparently next week we getting so this is the second. Y'all remember the Diamond Battle Royal match where MJF won last year? Well, this is the second annual Battle Royal match to see who's going to win that diamond ring. Well, everybody in this match, everybody. So we're gonna see how that stuff gonna play out. Now we cut to Kip Sabian, Miro, and Penelope cutting a promo about their new game thing, which they was playing. Look like they was playing the Xbox, and they trying to promote it. Who comes walking in? Orange Cassidy walks in out the woodwork, and they like, "What you doing here?" Homeboy just walks over, turns the system off, and walks out. Miro said, "Man, what you doing?" So he tried to chase him down. As soon as he walks out the little trailer, or whatever, best friends was waiting right there. So the best friends started beating the brakes off of both of them. They started fighting and everything, and then they laid him out. So obviously, we know they beef is still continuing. So again, like I said, they're promoting the Diamond Battle Royal match next week. So now we got the contract signed. So Moxley comes out first. I mean, no, it doesn't. No. Uh, not Moxley. Omega was supposed to come out first because his Sweeper Girls came out, and as Just Roberts is giving his intro, you got to read up this whole little book report about his attributes and what he's done. Well, Kenny Omega be standing in the entrance just waiting before he can walk out. As soon as Justin Roberts said, "Kenny Omega," as soon as he said that, right, you see him still standing there. Then Moxley just shows up in the shadow and just starts beating the brakes off of him. I mean, he tore that boy up, dragged him all the way into the ring, lays his title down, and then does a DDT or the dirty. Well, you don't call it dirty D's no more. He does the move on him, lays him down, lays him out. He, the boy, laid out. Then he cut a promo, he signed the contract, and he said, "Listen," he said, "if you have any plans on beating me," he said, "you better find whatever it is, the so-called best version of Kenny Omega that ever was. If you ever have any plans on beating me, because I ain't losing this title next week, you can bet it." So he signed the contract, and like I said, off to the fences. I got a feeling Kenny Omega's winning. I don't know how he's gonna win, but I got a feeling he's gonna win. So now Alex Ramirez is talking with the inner circle. MJF says, "Oh, who, who sucker punches a man like that? This is terrible." And then Jericho interrupts him and say, "You know what, man? I'm calling out Frankie Kazarian. What the heck you think is? What are you doing? You injuring a man, and my man probably gonna have to get surgery and all this and everything." He said, "I'm calling your behind out. I want you. The match has never happened. 1-on-1 next week. So we're getting Jericho versus Frankie Kazarian next week." So we get to the women's match. Anna Jay versus Sheeta. This match was actually good. I just wish they built it up. They could have gave us 3 weeks of. They could have gave us 2 weeks of build instead of just waiting 1 week to enter to tell us what kind of match is going to happen. Y'all could have been building this match up. Match was pretty decent for what it was and everything. Anna Jay and them Dark Order boys is out there. She tried to cheat, but her friend, Taya Conti, I think. Taya is her road girl, but Taya wants her to win fair and square. So she tried to cheat, and she pulled the chair out because she had it, and so they was playing tug of war with the chair. Meanwhile, John Silver, because the referee was distracted looking at that, John Silver gave her a kendo stick. Now she just running around here with a bad knee. I don't know what happened to her knee is messed up, but she running around here with a bad knee. So um, she gets the kendo stick and she whacks her on the knee with it. So she tries to get the victory. Didn't work. So like I said, after they went maybe like 3 more minutes or so, I mean she was doing everything she could. She retains her title as if I knew that she wouldn't lose this. I mean the match was just built off of 1 week. So you already knew that she wouldn't lose. So as she's walking out, you hear Tony Schiavone saying, "Who's next in line to face Sheeta or whatever? Like, who's gonna break? Who's gonna beat this girl?" Next thing you know, a returning a bandana. Now that's that zombie chick. She's next in line. I don't know how because the ranking system is basically off. They really don't pay no attention to the ranking system. I don't know how she got a shot, but apparently she's next in line. She comes in. And she terrifies she crawls in, she terrifies her, she gets her title, and she bites it and all this, and she got the blood dripping out her mouth and everything. So and it terrified her. So we're gonna see how that's gonna work. I'm praying it's good, but we'll see. So now Matt Hardy is also a part of that Diamond Battle Royal match. So he cut his promo talking about how he survived 2020 and how he said 2020 has been a bummer year for everybody, but he talked about how he survived 2020 and how he gonna win that Diamond Battle Royal match next week on Dynamite. Now we cut to Ricky Starks, Cage, and Hobbs. And let me tell y'all something. Ricky Starks, that dude, man. Promo gold. Homeboy is definitely a main eventer moving forward into this next year. Dude can cut promos like crazy. He talked about how Cody Rhodes messed up by making this thing personal. He said, I don't know why you did that. He said Taz left with his son. He said, look, all right. He said, you gonna get your match. So next week we getting Ricky Starks, Wheelhouse versus Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin next week. But like I said, the promo was good. I loved it. Like I said, and once again, Will Hobbs didn't say nothing. He just give you that sinister look, like what you want, man, like what you want, like that. You know how cats be looking you up and down and stuff. That's that look he gave. He gave that look like, man, you don't want none of me. You don't want none of this. So that's what we get. On to the main event. We got the family coming out. Eddie Kingston, Allie, Butch and the Blade. They come walking out. Kingston was back on commentary. Then Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr. and Pac come out there. So it was Ray Phoenix and Pac versus Butcher Blade. This match is great. It's a great tag team match, great main event. Man, Kingston hates Schiavone. He be bullying that man 24/7. I'll be feeling bad for Schiavone, man, because he just be bullying that man. Now it's funny, he be respecting the mess out of JR, but he be bullying the mess out of Schiavone. It's just like, man, it's crazy. So match is going on and on. I mean, they doing everything they can to try to win this match. Pac and Phoenix had this match won. They did, but Kingston got up, left the commentary table, went in there, grabbed Ray Phoenix's leg. Referee didn't see it. They get the win. And right man got pinned. I said, Pac don't need to be taking no pins. Phoenix took the pin. There you have it. Then they get jumped from behind. They get beat up. They started beating the brakes up all three members. Then who comes out? Lance Archer and Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm like, wait a minute. So Lance Archer the babyface now? So we get Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. Neither one of these two need a loss. So that's why I'm like, I'm kind of confused about this. Excuse me. I'm kind of confused about this matchup, but neither one of these cats need a loss. Neither one. So moving forward, like I say, decent episode. Wasn't great, but it was a decent episode of AEW. AEW, once again, they keep you wanting to come back, even when they have hits and miss. When they have some misses, they still keep you coming back for more. And I appreciate them for giving us a decent episode this week. This your boy Casey for L. You hear me now? You will get an honest review for next week, and I'll tell y'all about it later. I'm not gonna reveal what's going on, but I just want to let you know, just say this was great. Do what y'all do. Y'all know what to do. Hit the comment section up. Tell me if you like the show. Tell me if I'm tripping about certain things. Is it? I'm out, man.